Now, the South African Policing Union has given police management 48 hours to change the shared accommodation arrangement for officers working during the holiday season. The union argues that it's unacceptable that they are being made to share accommodation during the pandemic. It says some officers have not been given safes for their service firearms as well. Sapu says this is no way to treat its members who are more than willing to work to ensure a crime-free festive season. We're now joined by Lesiba Thobakgale, the Sapu spokesperson, to give us insight on this. Good afternoon, Mr. Lesiba, and Merry Christmas. Now, we understand you're extremely concerned over the shared accommodation. Just for the record, can you just take us through perhaps what was the standard procedure or the standard practice in relation to such operations from the onset?
Thank you so much. Merry Christmas to yourself and to the viewers. As Sapu, we have learned clearly that our members who are deployed to perform duties which are related to the festive season, in terms of those deployments, they were made to share accommodation. And as you have alluded to the fact of the standard procedure, members are not supposed to be sharing accommodation because these members they have left the comfort of their homes to be deployed to perform their duties within this festive season. The least that management could do is to ensure that these members, at least they are comfortable, and so that they can be productive in terms of what they are supposed to be executing during this festive season. And in that situation that has happened, it came to our attention to say that accommodation, it required our members to share accommodation. On top of that, there were no safes where they could keep their firearms. It is required by the Firearms Controls Act, because if a firearm, it is not on you as a person, it should be safe kept within a safe. That accommodation which was put is the one that did not have the safes. And then as Sapu, we have intervened in that situation, and today we wish to speak and just declare to say that our intervention has indeed yielded results, because management, after we gave them that 48 hours notice, we were engaging with them further to say they need to resolve the situation. And as we speak, that situation has been resolved. They've been changed from that accommodation because they have utilized an agent who just put the accommodation without looking at any other things that we are concerned about. Like, we are living during the COVID-19 pandemic, and people are not supposed to be sharing accommodation. And that one, it is not even a standard practice that our members, when they are deployed or wherever, because even management, when they go on courses or they are deployed themselves, they do not share accommodation. And indeed, the SAPS management has accepted that it was an oversight on their side. They have rectified that situation. And we are just happy that our members now, that situation has been resolved. And we will go further to say our members who are faced with the same situations, they need to bring it to the attention of Sapu, because we understand as our members are working, as the union, we are not closed. We are there to assist our members, even during this busy festive season period.
Now, Lesiba, I know that the matter has since been resolved. They have said it was an oversight on their part, but it's unfortunate that we had to have a union intervene on their behalf. What were the reasons furnished initially for the departure from the norm? What were they saying was the reason? Was it an issue around finances, or you're saying that it was just the fastest accommodation they could get?
It is not about the fastest accommodation that one could get, because if you remember correctly, each year we've got festive season operations that are being done within all the 9 provinces within the country. And there is a specific budget allocation that is made for those operations. So which clearly means that budget allocation, it is there to cover any costs, be it for accommodation, be it their SMTs, be it anything that members would need in terms of their deployments. So it can budget allocation or budget cuts did not form any part of the reasons. And when we engaged SAPS management, they said to us, they have acknowledged that it was an oversight on their side. They took the responsibility and gave it to an agent, and which we strongly believe that they were not supposed to have done that. Our members, indeed, they've left the comfort of their homes. They're not even spending Christmas today as we speak with their family members, but they are putting the safety and the security of South Africans and South Africa and even their property at their hearts so that they can work. So that oversight as the union is not something that we are pleased to hear as an excuse or as a reason for them to say it was an oversight, because we strongly believe that even if they were using an agent, they should have went there to verify that indeed that accommodation it's convenient and indeed our members would be able to live there comfortably as they are performing their duties. So they failed in terms of doing that. That is why it has led to where our members, they found themselves under that situation, which clearly could have been avoided. But as it has happened now, we had to intervene and deal with it so that it can be resolved. We are just happy that it has been resolved. Our members, they continue to work even under, these circumstances where they are not with their families because they know that they've taken an oath, and we appreciate the work that they are doing, us as the union being Sapu.
No, most certainly, but that reason given by them is honestly not adequate, but at least the matter has been resolved, and I take it it's not about luxury, but just dignity. Thank you very much. That was Sapu spokesperson Lesiba Thobakgale speaking to us on that matter pertaining to SAPS officials working throughout this festive season and their accommodation.